Things I wish I knew before becoming a food truck owner. Thank you all. I am with 3D Ice. I know it's been a minute since we dropped like a video. Thank you. First of all, I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has been watching the videos, leaving comments, questions, all of those things, and hopefully been able to answer most of those. I'm going to get back into trying to answer a lot of things on this platform about the food truck business. But I'm going to jump right into the video. Things I wish I knew before becoming a food truck owner. So number one, I would say, and I typed out some things I have on my laptop. Before diving into the food truck business, the first thing I wish I would have known more of is just having a business basics. And when I say business basics, it's just understanding the importance of having an actual solid business plan, not just waking up one day and saying, okay, I think I want to have a food truck. No, having a solid business plan and understanding the finances, the budgeting, the marketing, all of that is very crucial. And so you really want to have a plan for those things. Another thing that I can say that I wish that I knew before was just we looked into the local regulations, but we were just thinking, okay, we'll get it, it'll be easy, which we have eventually got those things. But knowing those things ahead of time and being prepared for all the regulations that come along with that, the permits, the licenses, how long it'll take to get those things, and the things you can do without having your licenses and things like that. I am finishing up an ebook about becoming a snow cone food truck owner, a snow cone truck owner. A trailer. We have a food trailer, and you can watch some of the previous videos to see some of that information. Another thing is equipment costs. When I started out, or me and my cousin, we started out as business partners, still are business partners. We just started with a small machine, which I think is a good idea. But you want to think about your investments that you want to do into your business, and just budgeting for those different things. And so we did pretty good with that, but I'm just throwing it in there as something for you to think about as well. Also insurance needs. Didn't do any research on those things, just jumped in and got the snow cone trailer. And for me, I think we were just thinking, okay, we'll get those things. That's simple stuff, but you need to think about the finance part of that and how easy it's going to be to get the insurance, and how everything that goes into doing that. You definitely want to think about those things. Having the right insurance is very important. I know for one event, once we started doing the bigger events, they were requiring us to have $1 million insurance policy. And so at first, in the beginning, I'm like, $1 million insurance policy? What? How are we gonna do that? How much that's gonna cost? Luckily, I joined a Facebook group on Facebook for food truck owners, and was able to find insurance company that did supply us that, so that we could do a big event that we wanted to do. But that's something that we didn't know about, that the bigger events are going to require big insurance policy, just in case something happens. Another thing is location strategy. Picking the right spots to serve can make or break you. So if you know that you want to be a food truck owner and you're thinking about that, put that as part of your business plan. The different locations that you know will be profitable for your type of business, where you need to set up it, and permits that you're going to need for that, and things like that. So that's a good thing to know. I want to scout potential areas and see what the traffic is like in those different places. Also, thing you don't really think about, but when you're excited about a new business venture, is the time commitment. Yeah, we know as a business owner, it's going to take time. You're going to have to dedicate a lot of time, but yeah, it can be all day long. And of course, for us, it was not our full-time profession or anything. It was a side hustle, our side business. And so on top of working full-time, then you have this on the weekends, and you still have kids and husband lives. And so it can get a bit time consuming, and it's not just about making snow cones, or if you're cooking in your food truck, it's a lifestyle. And so you have to be committed to it and know that your family is understanding of that and wants to be a part of it, so that you all can get that time in together. And so I guess I didn't realize how exactly how time consuming the business would be. And it takes away from your personal time, and we all need that. Also, customer interaction, which I already knew, but I'm just throwing this in here. You want to build a connection with your customers. That's key, and we do that a lot through our social media platforms, and even through this YouTube. Have gained a lot of followers and customers just through sharing information and building that connection. It's very important to engage with your customers and create a welcoming atmosphere, almost like a family environment, and definitely customer service is always number one. You then think about, you definitely need a reliable supplier for your things. So I'm going to talk about snow cones. As far as our cups, okay, we started out just using the basic cups, but then we wanted to be a little fancy, so we get in the flower cups. Then we looked up and we found the clear flower cups, which was very, unique and something different that you can offer from your business that all other businesses aren't offering. But who we were getting from, sometimes they would run out of certain sizes. And so now, okay, we gotta figure it out, or we got to use our old colorful flower cups or basic cups. So definitely make sure you have a reliable supplier. You want to build a relationship with them as best you can to avoid any last minute, stress. The seasonal variations. Being a snow cone owner, of course, we already knew basically the summer is our busy time. That's when parties are booked. That's when different things are going on. That's when it's hot, and that's when people want snow cones. So that's our busy season. But just understanding that business can fluctuate depending on the season and events. That's something I knew going in, but just throwing it out there. And also the emotional resilience that you have to have. Being a food truck owner, there are so many ups and downs that come with that, and it can be tough. I wish I'd known how important it is to stay mentally strong and to keep pushing through the challenges, even though we did. But it's just, you really got to think about that, because when you're just starting out and something's fresh and new and you're excited, you're really not thinking about all the negative things that could possibly come along with it. And then you can look at it as not a negative, but all the learning experiences that are going to come along with it, because I've learned so much through this journey of being a food truck owner. But the last thing that I want to touch on in this video is something that I didn't realize that I was going to get was burnout. Being a food truck owner, it's fun, it's dandy, I got a food truck, I got my own business, I can move and groove how I want to. Burnout, it gets tiring. It's a lot to sit at an event for hours and hours and hours. Some events you'll make hundreds, maybe $1,000, thousands of dollars. In some events, you might make 50, you might make 100, and you spent 3-4 hours there. And so with the burnout, I just think it comes to play because you are doing so much. But if you have a food truck, you still want to have to keep it clean and keep it up to date and keep everything stocked and making sure you have everything. But now, with having a food trailer, it's even more work. I will walk you through it. With this food trailer, I have to, not only the basics of just being a food, having a business like this, I'm making sure things are stocked up. You have everything that you need. Every time an event comes, you have to load everything in there. You have to hitch it up to your vehicle. You have to, of course, making sure all of that's safe and secure. And then on top of that, like just purchasing all of the things that you need. And for me, talking about the snow cone, I got to get the ice. I got to make sure we have the gas. Got to get the generator loaded up because we don't have a ramp and we don't have which we have a ramp now, but it's still, tedious with moving that big generator in and out of my vehicle. But we're looking at getting a cage, which is another expense. So just It's you can burn out, mentally burn out and physically burn out. That's a part of the food truck business, but it's just up to you to keep pushing and to keep going with it. um we've had that point. We had a season this season, which that's why you didn't see a lot of videos and a lot of different things. We had a season this season where it was just a lot of personal life things that were going on, so we just took a step back and we did a few events and a couple parties, and we weren't too worried about it. Luckily, this is not our main source of income or anything, but just wanted to share those things with you all. If you are already a food truck owner, drop down, and if I left anything out that I didn't think about in this video, let me know some things that you wish you would have known. And then if you are looking at becoming a food truck owner, go ahead and drop down and ask any questions. If there's any videos that you would like for me to make in regards to being a food truck owner or snow cone truck or trailer owner, definitely drop down, and I'm going to try my best to stay more persistent with dropping videos and checking the comments, because I have different YouTube pages and I stay on those a little more than I do on this one, but I plan on doing better with that. But again, thank you all. And if you are looking into becoming a food truck owner, this is not to discourage you, but just to let you know some things to think about just before you do that. You all be blessed, and thanks for watching.